All right, what do we got here? Another Prado, funnily enough. What year is this one? There it is, November 2010. Looks pretty straight, and one of the things I'll tell you actually, with his Grand Track tyres on this 2010 14-year-old Prado, he just drove down from Canberra and he got about 8.5 litres per 100 kilometres with a headwind for the last few hours. The wind's blowing from the south. So there you go. So what are we doing? He's watches the videos. He's already done the EGR clean. Looks like the map filter. You can see the dates on there. He's been around a while because you can see the dates on everything. So beautiful. Maybe didn't get everything 100% right. You know, I don't remember saying to get a black texture and write what. No, that's okay. You can do that if you want. It's all good. But we'll fix everything up that we see while we're at it. This is a free inspection. Okay, so he's brought the vehicle all the way from Canberra, and look, I'm not trying to get these things to happen. It just happens sometimes. The least we can do is throw it on the hoist and give it a good inspection since he's here, and it's going to be, he's moving further north, you know, retired and all that, like everybody else. We're all retired. So let's give it a good check for him and see what we can find, since it's going to be our only opportunity to have a look. I think it's done about 180,000 Ks now, if I remember correctly. I'll have to check it later, but yeah, I think it was 180. Battery looks good. Terminals look like they're connected properly. Beautiful. Fuel filter is onto. Bit of overflow on the power steering. There's a little bit of wetness on the outside. No big deal. We'll see more when we work up here, so not too fussed about looking around up here. Looks like he's onto it. We'll put raise the vehicle up, have a look underneath, see what we can find, eh? All right, let's have a look underneath this thing and see if I can find some drama. There's got to be some drama somewhere. Okay, remember I said I think 180K. So what you see on the upper ball joint sweat, that's normal. The link pin, normal. But that shock absorber is not normal. It's flogged past its death. It's done its work. It actually drives pretty well, and that's probably because it doesn't do any off-road yet, and I don't think it goes banging over speed humps all the time like a lot of people's cars. But do they have speed humps in Canberra? Maybe they don't. I don't know. Anyway, because when you look at the bushes that coincide, you go, look, no cracks. Look, there's no crack in there. You know the usual cracks we see? So you're just starting up the top right side there, right in the middle of the picture. Have a look at the other side. You know it's going to be the same because it's a mirror image. Right, see the left side of the picture? Get in the middle of the picture, so you know, right in the middle there. See that crack just starting. So these are really good. But you know what? If you went bouncing over speed humps or went off on rough tracks and stuff, let's say you had a lift kit or not, so you went and got a lift kit, that'd probably calm things down a bit, because see here, it's all wet as well, right? It's just old, tired. You can see the oil coming down. Like I said, upper ball joint, no problem. It's just that shock absorber. It's just past its life. It's not going to be working that well. It drives pretty well. Once again, why have they lasted this long? Because it hasn't been smashing speed humps its whole time. How do we know? Because we can tell by the bushes, because if it was, they'd be getting chopped out as well. Now, this plastic guard we've recently talked about, they're not that important, but we'll just pop those clips back in for him for whatever reason they're out. So something for you to check. You can check your flaps in case you've lost your clips from your flaps. So I expect everybody out there today or tonight, checking their flaps and make sure everything's all right. Secure the flaps. Okay, let's have a look at these bushes at the front here. Right, looks pretty bloody good compared to some of the other ones we see, doesn't it? This is a good one. It's like a 100,000 K car. This is actually really good. This is why it's good to get a free inspection. You get some good news. There's nothing to see here. Pretty boring. Bash plate looks good. Suspension always needs replacing. Haven't grabbed the drive shafts yet. They'll be fine. It's a Toyota. It's a Prado. It's not going to need anything. Let's work our way back and see if I'm wrong. Bit of oily stuff around the place. Okay, there's a zip tie there for some wires that have been run to the back. Possible setups, whatever. Plenty of grease. Is probably a little bit too much grease, but too much is better than not enough, I'd say. Let's have a look at the turbo. Bone dry, beautiful. Nearly 200,000 Ks, 14 years old, bone dry. So when you get yourself a good Prado that's been looked after, and or you look after it, that's what you get. But it looks like the pan's been off. It's got a cork gasket in there. That's why you can see a bit of sweat around the bolts there. You wouldn't see that if it was genuine. Let's check the other side. You'd probably see the same thing. There it is. There's another one. So, you know, it's all just obvious, mate. You can guess it before it happens. So use genuine parts is best. This is just a bit of oily looking stuff from the grease, whatever. No dramas there. Again, a bit too much grease, but that's right. That can get cleaned up. No big deal. Too much, better than not enough. Let's take a quick look at the brakes. I reckon about 50% worn at the rear, so that's right. Quick look at that side. Free inspection. Right, nothing to see. There's that wiring. I think it's just put some wiring ready for later, actually, but it's not actually By the looks of it, nothing's actually connected up, so that's cool. Just in preparation. Tyres, awesome for fuel economy and safety. These are the tyres you want unless you're gonna take these down dirt roads. You can take them out on tracks and stuff as well. So don't waste your money on big, heavy off-road tyres. I've said it before in videos, you're gonna be paying for it in fuel, so don't get them if you don't need them. Right, exhaust looks really good condition, still drive shafts. Don't forget that fuel filter up there every 20,000 kilometres on the 1KDs and the 1GDs. Nothing to see here. Nice shiny exhaust. Awesome vehicle. You could clean this up and tell me it's done 20,000 Ks and I'd go, yep, fine. That's how good they are. Right, brakes. Can't see too much holding a light in the way in the camera where it is, but I'll say about half worn as well. Maybe these brakes have never been changed. I'd go as far as to say could be original pads or they've been changed once, but hard to see at the moment. But yeah, they've got at least half meat still, plenty there, bone dry. What a boring inspection. What a boring car to work on. What a boring car to bring into a workshop. It just doesn't need anything. Do the oil change, do the program scheduled maintenance, do the injector replacement, which is what we're doing, and see you in another 15 years. That's it, boring. Subscribe, turn the bell on, catch you in the next video. See ya.